Alright, here we are on the lesson 18, finding a rate by dividing two quantities notes video. And really it's just these three questions, and there's really nothing too new in here. It's just more about how they write the problem sometimes. So at number one it says, at Bun Burger, the burger master can make hamburgers at a rate of 4 burgers, and then there's this dash and then minute. So we're going to underline that. That's going to be important. In order to address the heavy volume of customers, he needs to continue at this rate. So continue at this rate for 30 minutes. If he continues to make hamburgers at this pace, how many hamburgers will the burger master make in 30 minutes? So the rate, what they're referring to, the rate is this. So there, we're going to use a standard algorithm again. We are talking about burgers and minutes. So they're saying 4 burgers per, that dash is the same idea as the word per, 1 minute. And they want to know after 30 minutes how many burgers. So the hardest part is that it's just 1 minute, even though it doesn't have the number 1 in there. But remember, there's no S at the end of minutes, it's just minute, which is singular. So we're going to figure out how do we get from 1 to 30. We're multiplying by 30. So 4 times 30 would give us 120. And it would be so then we would answer the question like in a sentence. He can make 120 burgers in 30 minutes. And that's our answer. So kind of different than what we've done the last 2 days. The last 2 days we've really been focusing on finding the unit rate, and this one we're using the unit rate to answer a question. So if we look at number 2, Chandra is an editor for the New York Gazette. Her job is to read over each article before it's printed in the newspaper. If Chandra can read 10 words per second, how many words can she read in 60 seconds? So we're talking about words and seconds in our blank algorithm. And she can read 10 words in 1 second. And they want to know after 60 seconds how much can she read. So we figure out how to get from 1 to 60. So that would be times 60. So 10 times 60 would be 600. So we would say Chandra can read 600 words in 60 seconds. Now, I'm not sure how accurate that is. That's more like skimming to me. But if she's an editor, she's just trying to look for big mistakes, big spelling errors or punctuation errors. And then the last one, to train for a marathon, Michelle runs 8 miles a day. So underline that. If Michelle runs a total of 240 miles, how many days did she train for? So we're talking about miles and days. And she can run 8 miles in 1 day, and she's running 240 miles. So we're trying to figure out how many days. So we have to figure out 8 times what number is 240. And remember, you can do it backwards. You could say, well, 240 divided by 8 is this. So it'd be times 30. So this would end up being 30. So we would say Michelle trained for 30 days. All right. So that's all we're going to do in the video. There is this second page here. Don't worry about that. So that's all we'll do for now. So you can go ahead and move on to your classwork.